Employment and service sector in news.
Employment insecurities in the service sector. Employers' strategies of pushing layoffs and labor reforms intensify the precarity of employment. In Indian context, the migrant labor and the working poor employed in the informal sector were the first to bear the brunt of the lockdown in terms of jobs and income losses. But the pandemic has worsened the already existing employment crisis in India, wherein there are about 30 million unemployed persons as per the periodic labor force survey 2017-18. Amidst the lockdown, the contraction in the service sector that employs about 144 million people approximately has also led to an unprecedented rise in cuts in salaries or instances of deferred payments, layoffs, termination of contracts, retrenchments, and a freeze in hiring new employees. According to the Center for Monitoring Indian Economy, the number of salaried employees reduced from 86 million in 2019 to 20 to 68 million, a drop of nearly 20 million in April 2020. While there was no reported cases of increase, but still, according to the report of May 2020, there was still a decrease of from 6.84 million in April to 6.83 million in the May. This has caused a considerable insecurity not among the blue collar workers but also the white collar workers and professionals, especially in the service sector such as aviation, tourism, hospitality, e-commerce, media, retail, logistics, real estate, and information IT technology sectors. The service sector merits special attention as India has established itself a major IT player in the global economy, and the IT sector that had expanded at an unrivaled pace over the time. The sector emerged as one of the largest earners of the foreign exchange of the country and has also helped the expansion of other allied sectors in India. Several companies in the IT sector across the company have started to downsize currently because of this lockdown, and many more are reported to be in the process of laying off their staffs in order to optimize and rationalize the costs in short term, adversely affecting those employees in the IT sector and the business proceedings and outsourcing employees. The tech startup also have been suffering a decline in revenues due to the pandemic. According to the NASSCOM, that is National Association of Software and Service Companies, survey of 250 startups conducted in April, around 62% has been decline in revenue and 34% layoffs has been seen. And this is mainly you can see in the venture capital backed tech startups and small and medium IT companies which depend on only few large clients. So it has severely affected such IT firms. However, it is to be noted that in India, as well as globally, not all technology companies have been equally affected by the pandemic. In addition, according to the industry experts, IT companies are in better position rather than compared to the manufacturing or other unorganized sectors because of their impact cost and their high utilization level of employees and low bench strength of reserve employees who are not deployed in any projects. Amidst this ever worsening unemployment situation, there has also been demand from the NASSCOM, that is to introduce the fourth labor reforms in the sector that would benefit domestic as well as multinational companies in order to promote ease of doing business and in order to promote or improve the economy. But NASSCOM has also requested the state governments of Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra to amend their existing labor laws. That according to the association, according to that, it would ease the doing business conditions and help the cut expenditure. Specifically, NASSCOM has sought permission to furlough employees, layoffs, or surplus employees, relax daily and weekly hour limits, allow women to work at night from home, and grant employees a self-declaratory model to comply with the government rules, encouraging companies to use a new level technology to change to adapt a new digital transformation technologies, at least from this pandemic. The sad part is that the request by the NASSCOM to the state governments is the time where there are many complaints have already been received to the state governments by the by the employee unions regarding the illegal layoffs and salary cuts by the IT firms during the lockdown. Apart from allegations of unfair labor practices, Such policies, according to the association, are also expected to facilitate the investment in technologies. Specifically, if an ASCOM eases the labor laws, there is a huge improvement in the labor in the IT firms, and more IT firms can establish, and it is helpful for the IT company to improve it further in amid this lockdown. So these policies may help in the technology services and engineering solutions to ease their businesses. Weakening labor protection, however, would not necessarily bring about more private investment. Moreover, the cost of these business strategies to a disproportionately large degree fall on their employees, because the company just cut off their costs. The mainly sufferers are employees. This pandemic is also being used to safeguard the interest of the companies at the expense of the employees, because the state is in favoring of the companies rather than the employees by infringing upon the existing labor laws and facilitating the ease of doing business in the time of lockdown imposed during the pandemic. The state's attitude of this unequal treatment of the interest of the capitals over that of the labor not only affects the power of the employer lobbies, but also deepens the sense of insecurity among the labor in general and employees in service sector in particular. And this is all about the service sector employment in affecting in service sector, the layoffs and the new labor laws introduced by the UP government. Thank you.